Hello, my dear children. Welcome to the mathematics class. Today, we are going to discuss vector algebra. In this chapter, we are going to discuss the problems in the exercise 10.2, page number 440 in the textbook. Okay, my dear children. In the previous class, we have discussed the concepts of this exercise. I hope you have understood the concepts of this exercise. I hope you have learnt well them. Haven't you, my dear children? Right. Now come to the first question. Question number 1. Are you ready to listen the class? Right. Compute the magnitude of the vector a bar is equal to I cap plus j cap plus k cap. Okay, my dear children. This vector algebra and three-dimensional geometry. These two chapters based on formulae. If you are strong in formulae, these two chapters are very easy. Okay, my dear children. There will be no tricky questions. There will be no tricky questions. Direct questions will be given. Just to you have to remember the formulae. You have to apply them and solve the questions easily. Okay, my children. Right. So here find, we have to compute the length of this vector, magnitude of this vector a bar. Okay, my children. Do you remember the formula? If r bar is any vector, then the magnitude of r bar. Okay, my children. So given a bar is equal to I cap plus j cap plus k cap. Okay, my children. We know that we know that the length of any vector, the length of any vector r bar is equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. If the vector is given in this component form, if any vector is defined like a component form, then the length of the vector is given by modulus of r bar is equal to square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Okay, my children, this means square root of coefficient of I cap whole square plus coefficient of j cap whole square plus coefficient of k cap whole square. Understood this point, my children? Have you observed this point? Right. Similarly, here we compare this vector with this vector. What is x here? 1. I cap coefficient is 1. J cap coefficient is 1. And the k cap coefficient is also 1. Okay, my children, understood this one. So, modulus of a bar is equal to square root of 1 whole square plus 1 whole square plus 1 whole square. Because here x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1 and z is equal to 1. It means x, y, z means here coefficient of I cap and coefficient of j cap and coefficient of k cap respectively. Okay, my children, understood this step? Right. That is equal to square root of, now let us simplify, 1 plus 1 plus 1. That is equal to root 3 units. So, the length of this vector a bar or the magnitude of the vector a bar is equal to root 3 units. Understood this question, my children? Right. In this question number 1, there are two more vectors given, b bar and c bar. Okay, my children. For the vectors b bar and c bar also, you have to compute magnitude. You follow the same procedure. Use this formula to get or to find the magnitude or to compute the magnitude of b bar and c bar. Okay, my children. Try yourself. If you have any doubts, ask your doubts and get your doubts clarified. Okay, my children. Right. Here I am not explaining to find to compute the magnitude of the vector b bar and c bar. Okay, my children? Right. Now come to the question number 2. Second question in the exercise. Write two different vectors having the same magnitude. Understood this question, my children? Yes, we have to write two vectors having the same magnitude. Okay, my children. Let a bar is equal to 3i cap plus 4j cap minus 2k cap. Okay, my children. I have taken a bar is equal to like this, and b bar is equal to, we have to take the vector b bar with the same magnitude that of a bar. Okay, my children. To write the vector b bar, just we have to interchange the coefficients of I cap, j cap and k cap. We can write them in a zigzag way as your wish. So I am writing like this: 4i cap plus 3k cap minus 2j cap. Understood this point, my children? To get the different vectors having the same magnitude, first I have chosen a vector a bar like this: 3i cap plus 4j cap minus 2k cap. To write the another vector with the same magnitude that of a bar, just I interchange the I cap coefficient, j cap coefficient and k cap coefficient in a zigzag way. See here, what is the I cap coefficient? 3. I wrote it as k cap coefficient. Okay, my children. Just I wrote as j cap coefficient. Here actually, what is j cap coefficient? 4. I wrote that as I cap coefficient. I wrote that last as it is. Okay, my children. You can write it in any order. The I cap, j cap and k cap coefficient. Write them in any order. Then automatically these two vectors should have the same magnitude. Okay, my children. So let us compute the magnitude of a bar. Same as the previous question. We have to find the length of this vector: 3 square plus 4 square plus minus 2 whole square. Okay, my children. In the first question, we have found the magnitude. We have computed the magnitude of a given vector. Okay, my children. By using the same knowledge, we use the same knowledge here to find the magnitude of a bar. What you get? 9 plus 16 plus 4. Yes or no, my children? This implies that is equal to, what you will get? 29, root 29 units. So length of the vector a bar is root 29 units. Okay, my children, understood this point? Right. Similarly, let us find the magnitude of vector b bar. How do you find? Square root of I cap coefficient, that is 4 square, plus j cap coefficient, that is 3 whole square, plus k cap coefficient minus 2 whole square. Okay, my children, I use the same formula as we have used to compute the magnitude of a given vector. Okay, my children? Right. This is equal to 4 square. What is the value of 4 square? 16. Plus what is the value of 3 square? 9. Plus what is the value of minus 2 whole square? 4. So that is equal to, what do you get here? 29. Root 29 units. Yes or no, my children? So what is the magnitude of a bar? Root 29 units. What is the magnitude of b bar? Root 29 units. So therefore, modulus of a bar is equal to modulus of b bar. So these two vectors are different vectors. They are different vectors, but they are having the same magnitude. Okay, my children, understood this point? Right. Here a bar and here a bar and b bar are different vectors. Different vectors having the same magnitude. Okay, my children, understood? Right. Now come to the question number 3, third question in the exercise. Write two different vectors having the same direction. Understood this question, my children? Here we have to write two different vectors having the same direction. In the concepts, at the time of concepts, we have discussed A bar and its collinear vector. Two collinear vectors having the same direction with different magnitudes. Okay, my children, do you remember this point? Right. Now I have chosen a bar. Let A bar is equal to, I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap. I have chosen a vector A bar like this. Now we have to find a different vector which is different from this vector A bar, but it should have the same direction that of A bar. Okay, my children. To find the another vector, just to multiply this vector. Multiply this vector with by any constant. By any constant. Multiply this vector by any constant. I am multiplying this vector by 2. Okay, my children. So 2i cap plus 4j cap plus 6k cap. Okay, my children. Right. Now let us find the direction cosines of this vector and the direction cosines of this vector. Okay, my children. Otherwise, directly we can say that here A bar and B bar are collinear vectors. Okay, my children. By using that concept also we can say here these two vectors are having the same direction. Yes or no, my children? Here B bar is equal to 2 into A bar. Yes or no, my children? B bar is equal to 2 into A bar. Therefore, A bar and B bar are collinear vectors. If a vector is equal to some constant into another vector, then the two vectors are said to be collinear vectors. Then the direction of B bar is the same that of A bar, because here we have taken positive number. Okay, my children, if you have taken negative number, then we get the direction of the vector B bar is that of A bar. Okay, my children. Therefore, A bar and B bar having the same direction. Because B bar is equal to lambda A bar, where lambda is greater than 0. Here, see this coefficient of A bar is taken as greater than 0. That is why we can say that B bar is also having the same direction that of A bar. Understood this point, my children? Right. Here, A bar not equal to B bar. They are not equal vectors. How do you say two vectors are equal? If the vectors are having the same magnitude and same direction. But here, if you find the magnitudes of A bar and B bar, they will be different. They will not be equal. That is why A bar is not equal to B bar. They are not equal vectors. But A bar and B bar are having the same direction. Okay, my children, understood this point? Right. Now come to the question number 4. Fourth question in the textbook. Find the values of x and y so that the vectors 2i cap plus 3j cap and xi cap plus yj cap are equal. Understood this question, my dear children? Yes. Here we have to find the values of x and y if these two vectors are equal. Okay, my dear children. Let us write the given data. Given the vectors let us assume that a bar, this is b bar, 2i cap plus 3j cap, and b bar is equal to xi cap plus yj cap are equal. Okay, my children. Now, do you remember the point, my children? If the two vectors a bar and b bar are expressed in the component form, the a bar and b bar are given in the component form like this. In terms of I cap, j cap, k cap, that is called the component form of the vector. Then the two vectors are equal if I cap coefficients and j cap coefficients and k cap coefficients should be equal. Yes or no, my children? Right. So we know that we know that we know that if a bar and b bar, if a bar and b bar are any two vectors given in the component form as a bar is equal to a1 I cap plus a2 j cap plus a3 k cap, and b bar is equal to b1 I cap plus b2 j cap plus b3 k cap. Then the vectors a bar and b bar are equal if and only if a1 is equal to b1, a2 is equal to b2, and a3 is equal to b3. Okay, my dear children, do you remember this point? Two vectors a bar and b bar are expressed in the component form like this. Then these two vectors are equal if and only if a1 is equal to b1, a2 is equal to b2, and a3 is equal to b3. Where a1 is equal to 2, a2 is equal to 3. Here b1 is equal to x, b2 is equal to y. Yes or no, my children? Therefore, a1 here where a1 is equal to 2, a2 is equal to 3, b1 is equal to x, b2 is equal to y. Yes or no, my children? Therefore, a1 is equal to b1, that is equal to b1 is equal to a1. This implies x is equal to 2. Okay, my children. Similarly, b2 is equal to a2. What is b2 here? Y. Y is equal to what is a2? 3. Okay, my children. So we got the values of x and y. Understood this point, my children? Right. Now come to the question number 5. Fifth question in the textbook. Find the scalar and vector components of the vector with initial point ordered pair 2, 1 and terminal point minus ordered pair minus 5, 7. Understood this point, my children? We have to find the scalar and vector components of the vector. Okay, my children, here vector is not given. Points are given. So first of all, we have to find the vector joining the points this and this point and this point. Okay, my children, right. Let us assume that this is a given point A and this is a terminal point B. Let the initial point of a vector is equal to A. That is equal to what is initial point ordered with pair 2, 1. Yes or no, my children? So in this vector algebra, if a point is given, here a point is given, immediately we have to choose its position vector. Okay, my children? Therefore, PV, position vector of the point A, that is denoted by OA bar. Okay, my children? Okay, my children? Right, this is x coordinate, this is y coordinate. So, write 2i cap plus j cap. Okay, my children? These two numbers taken as I cap coefficient and j cap coefficient respectively. We wrote this point in the form of components I cap, j cap. Understood this point, my children? Similarly, let us consider second point is B, terminal point. Terminal point. Terminal point of the vector is equal to B, that is equal to minus 5, 7. Okay, my children, the point is given in the form of ordered pair. Now let us write the position vector of the point B. Therefore, PV, previously I told you, P, capital letter P dot capital letter V dot denotes, this notation denotes position vector. Remember this point, my children, throughout this vector algebra. Okay, my children, position vector of B, it is denoted by OB bar. So we write this ordered pair in the form of components. So minus 5i cap plus 7j cap. Understood this statement, children? Right. I will represent these information geometrically. Here A, here B. Okay, my children. This is the origin. OA bar. This is OB bar. Okay, my children. Here 2, 1. Here minus 5, 7. Here we have to find AB bar, the vector joining the points. It has an initial point is A and the terminal point is B. Therefore, the vector with the initial point A and terminal point B is equal to AB bar. Okay, my children, this is a initial point and this is a terminal point of this vector. Yes or no, my children? Right. Now, AB bar, this can be found by using the position vector of A and B. How do you express this AB bar in terms of position vectors OB bar minus OA bar? Just to write in the reverse order. Okay, mention first letter B and letter A, their position vectors. Understood this point, my children? Right. That is equal to what is OB bar here? Minus 5i cap plus 7j cap minus what is OA bar? 2i cap plus j cap. Okay, my children. here we are finding the difference of these two vectors. How do you find the difference of two vectors? We have to take I cap coefficients common. So I cap, so minus 5 plus 2 into I cap plus 7 plus 1 into j cap. Understood this step, my children? I have taken I cap coefficient I cap as common factor. Here I j cap as a common factor from the terms. Okay, my children? Here minus 5 minus 2. Okay. Sorry, here minus 5 minus 2. Here 7 minus 1. Okay, my children? Right. Otherwise, let us write one more step, additional step. Let us remove the brackets. What will get? Minus 5 I cap plus 7 j cap minus 2 I cap minus j cap. Okay, my children. Here I removed the small brackets. Then we got this step. Okay, my children. Understood this step? Right. Then let us take I cap common. So minus 5 minus 2 into I cap plus 7 minus 1 j cap. I have taken I cap common factor, then we get minus 5 comma minus 2 in these brackets, plus I have taken j cap as common factor from these two terms, then we get 7 minus 1 into j cap. Understood this step, my children? Right. This is equal to minus 7 I cap, sorry my children, plus 6 j cap. After simplification, we get the vector minus 7 I cap plus 6 j cap. We got the vector AB bar in terms of I cap and j cap. Then what are the scalar components? Therefore, scalar components of AB bar, nothing but I cap coefficient and j cap coefficient. Okay, my children. So minus 7 and 6. Minus 7 and 6 are said to be scalar components of AB bar. Now vector components. Vector components of AB bar is equal to minus 7 I cap. I had to take I cap j cap also. Okay, my children. And 6 j cap. Understood, my children? Right. Now come to the question number 6. Sixth question in the exercise. Find the sum of the vectors a bar is equal to I cap minus 2j cap plus k cap, comma b bar is equal to minus 2 I cap plus 4j cap plus 5k cap, and c bar is equal to I cap minus 6j cap minus 7k cap. Okay, my children, understood this question? Right. Here, three vectors are given, A bar, B bar and C bar. Now we have to find the sum of these three vectors. Okay, my children. So let us write the given data first. Given A bar is equal to I cap minus 2j cap plus k cap. B bar is equal to minus 2 I cap plus 4j cap plus 5k cap. C bar is equal to I cap minus 6j cap minus 7k cap. Okay, my children. Now let us find the sum of the vectors. Sum of the vectors A bar, B bar and C bar is equal to A bar plus B bar plus C bar. Yes or no, my children? Right. That is equal to, what is A bar here? I cap minus 2j cap plus k cap plus what is B bar? Minus 2 I cap plus 4j cap plus 5k cap plus what is the C bar here? I cap minus 6j cap minus 7k cap. Understood this step, my children? I substituted a bar, b bar and c bar in this expression. Okay, my children? Right. Same. How do you add these three vectors? We use the same knowledge. In the algebra, how do you add terms of an expression? Similarly, here also we have to add like terms. Means I cap, j cap, k cap. Grouping that terms I cap, j cap and k cap. What is I cap coefficient here? 1. Here I cap coefficient is -2. Here I cap coefficient is 1. Plus 1. Yes or no, my children? Into I cap. I am grouping the terms. Here 3, here 3, here 3. Total 9 terms are there. I am grouping the 3 terms as I cap term, j cap term and k cap terms respectively. Okay, my children. Now j cap coefficient here -2. Here j cap coefficient 4 plus 4. Here j cap coefficient is -6 into j cap. Understood this second term, my children? Right. Similarly, we take the k cap coefficients 1. Here k cap coefficient is +5. Here k cap coefficient is -7 into k cap. Understood this step, my children? Right. Now let us simplify here. 1 plus 1, 2 minus 2. What will get? 0 into I cap plus what will get? -2 minus 6 minus 8 plus 4 minus 4. Yes or no, my children? Plus 1 plus 5, 6. 6 minus 7 minus 1 k cap. Understood this step, my children? Right. Here no need to write this term because 0 into I cap we get 0 vector. Yes or no, my children? Right. So we don't write this first term. Leave this first term. No need to write. Minus 4j cap minus k cap. Understood, my children? Right. Now come to the next question. Question number 7 in the exercise. Find the unit vector in the direction of the vector a bar is equal to I cap plus j cap plus 2k cap. Okay, my children. Understood this question? Yes, we have to find the unit vector in the direction of the vector a bar. Okay, my children. Right. Come to the solution part. Given a bar is equal to I cap plus j cap plus 2k cap. At the time of concepts, we have discussed the unit vector in the direction of a bar is denoted by a cap and a cap is equal to a bar by mod a bar. Yes or no, my children? Do you remember that point? Right. So, we have to find first its magnitude. Therefore, modulus of a bar is equal to square root of 1 square I cap coefficient whole square plus j cap coefficient whole square plus k cap coefficient whole square. Previously, in the first question itself, we found the magnitude of a vector. Okay, my children, do you remember that one? Right. That is equal to, what we get here? Square root of 1 plus 1 plus 4. Yes or no, my children? Right. Let us simplify these three numbers. Root 6. That is the magnitude. Length of the vector a bar. Units. Root 6 units. Okay, my children? Right. Now we know that the unit vector in the direction of a bar, in the direction of the vector a bar is equal to, it is denoted by a cap. Okay, my children, a cap denotes a unit vector. The unit vector in the direction of a bar is equal to a bar by mod a bar. Okay, my children, this is the formula to write the unit vector in the direction of a bar. Okay, my children, that is equal to What is A bar here? I cap plus J cap plus 2K cap whole divided by root 6. Mod A bar is root 6 units. Okay, my children, understood this step. Now let us write this fraction into three fractions. Let us split into three fractions. So 1 by root 6 I cap plus 1 by root 6 j cap plus 2 by root 6 k cap. Understood, my dear children? This is the unit vector in the direction of A bar. Okay, my dear children? Right. Now come to the question number 10. 10th question in the exercise. Find a vector in the direction of vector 5i cap minus j cap plus 2k cap which has a magnitude 8 units. Magnitude 8 units. Okay, my children, understood this question? Here I am not explaining the question number 8 and question number 9. Please try yourself the question number 8 and question number 9, my children. If you have any doubts, ask your doubts and get your doubts clarified. Okay, my children. So here I am explaining question number 10. See here, what is asked here? We have to find a vector in the direction of the given vector which has magnitude 8 units. Okay, my children, right. Now let us assume that the given vector is A bar. Let A bar is equal to 5i cap minus j cap plus 2k cap. Okay, my children. Therefore, modulus of A bar, let us find the unit vector in the direction of A bar first. After that, we multiply it by 8. Then we get the required vector. Okay, my children, that is a simple concept. Similar, same as in the case of number system. If you find the cost of one book, you can find the cost of 8 books. Yes or no, my children? Similarly, here also, same concept. So let us find the unit vector in the direction of A bar. So square root of 5 whole square plus minus 1 whole square plus 2 whole square. Understood this step, my children? How to find the length of the vector A bar, magnitude of A bar. Then what you get here? 25 plus minus 1 whole square. We get plus 1. 2 whole square. What will get? 4. Understood this step, my children? Right. Let us simplify these three terms. What you will get? 30. So 30 units. Modulus of A bar. Length of the vector A bar is root 30 units. Okay, my children? Right. Now let us find the unit vector in the direction of A bar. Unit vector in the direction of is equal to A cap. It is denoted by A cap. How do you find A bar by modulus of A bar? Yes or no, my children? Right. That is equal to, what is A bar here? 5i cap minus j cap plus 2k cap by root 30. We got here root 30 modulus of A bar. Yes or no, my children? Right. Now let us write into 3 fractions. Why? How you get 5 by root 30 I cap minus 1 by root 30 j cap plus 2 by root 30 k cap. So this vector denotes a unit vector, the unit vector in the direction of A bar. Okay, my children? Right. Now we have to find the vector in the direction of A bar which has 8 units magnitude. Yes or no, my children? Right. Therefore, the vector in the direction of A bar which has magnitude eight units is equal to 8 A bar. We got the cost of one book. So cost of 8 books means 8 into cost of one book. Yes or no, my children? Similarly here we use the same concept. So 8 into what is A cap? 5 by root 30. 5 by root 30 I cap minus 1 by root 30 J cap plus 2 by root 30 K cap. Understood this step, my children? Right. Now let us use the distributive property. 8 5 is 40 by root 30 I cap minus 8 by root 30 J cap plus 16. 8 2 is 16 by root 30 K cap, which is the required vector. Understood, my children? Right. Now come to the question number 11. 11th question in the exercise. Show that the vectors 2i cap minus 3j cap plus 4k cap and minus 4i cap plus 6j cap minus 8k cap are collinear. Understood this question, my children? Here two vectors are given. We have to show that these two vectors are collinear. Okay, my children? Right. Come to the solution part. There are two methods to show that two vectors are collinear. Here I am explaining the first method. After that I will explain the second method also. In this first method I am using the concept of b bar is equal to lambda into a bar. If one vector is equal to some constant into another vector, then we say that the two vectors are collinear. Okay, my children? So I am using this concept to show that these two vectors are collinear. So let us assume that a bar is equal to 2i cap minus 3j cap plus 4k cap, and next second vector is b bar is equal to minus 4i cap plus 6j cap minus 8k cap. Okay, my children? Right. From these three terms, let us take minus 2. Okay, my children? If you take minus 2 common factor, what we get here? 2i cap minus 3j cap plus 4k cap. Yes or no, my children? In the brackets you get this vector. If you observe this vector, it is nothing but a bar. Yes or no, my children? That is equal to minus 2 into a bar. So we wrote here b bar is equal to some constant into another vector a bar. So we can say that these two vectors are collinear. Okay, my children? Therefore a bar and b bar are collinear. Understood, my children, this method? Right. Method 2. In this method, I will using the concept of a1 by b1 or b1 by a1. b1 by a1 is equal to b2 by a2 is equal to b3 by a3 is equal to lambda. Here I am using this concept to show that these two vectors are collinear, where a1 is equal to 2, a2 is equal to minus 3 and a3 is equal to 4. Yes or no, my children? So let a bar is equal to a1 I cap plus a2 j cap plus a3 k cap is equal to 2 I cap plus 3j minus 3j cap plus 4k cap. Okay, my children? I assume this vector as a1 I cap plus a2 j cap plus a3 k cap. Therefore, a1 is equal to 2, a2 is equal to minus 3 and a3 is equal to 4. I compared the coefficients of I cap, J cap and K cap on both sides respectively. Okay, my children. Similarly, B bar is equal to B1 I cap plus B2 J cap plus B3 K cap. This is equal to minus 4 I cap plus 6 J cap minus 8 K cap. Okay, my children. Therefore, B1 is equal to minus 4, B2 is equal to 6 and B3 is equal to minus 8. By comparing, by equating the coefficients of I cap, J cap and K cap on both sides respectively, then we get these values. Understood this step, my children? Right. Now let us find this ratio. Now B1 by A1. What will get B1? Minus 4 by 2. What will get here? Minus 2. Yes or no, my children? Right. Next to B2 by A2. Let us find this ratio also. B2 6 by A2 minus 3. What will get here? Minus 2. Yes or no, my children? This ratio is minus 2 and this ratio value is also minus 2. Similarly, B3 by A3. What is B3 here? Minus 8 by what is A3? 4. What will you get here? Minus 2. So here, understood this statement, children? Right. Here B1 by A1 is equal to B2 by A2 is equal to B3 by A3 is equal to minus 2. All these three ratios are equal to minus 2. Yes or no, children? Therefore, A bar and B bar are collinear. Understood, my dear children? Right. Now come to the question number 12. 12th question in the exercise. Find the direction cosines of the vector I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap. Understood this question, my dear children? A vector is given. We have to find the direction cosines of this vector. Okay, my dear children? This is nothing but just like you finding unit vector. Okay, my dear children? Right. Come to the solution part. Let us assume that A bar is equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. That is equal to I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap. Okay, my children, understood this step. So where x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, and z is equal to 3. Okay, my children, we got x, y, and z values. We know that the direction cosines in the short form we write d, small letter d dot cs. Okay, my children, of a vector r bar is equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap, or ordered triplet x by square root of x square plus y square plus z square, comma y by square root of x square plus y square plus z square, comma z by square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Okay, my children, by using this formula, we can find the direction cosines of the given vector. Okay, my children. Right. Now let us substitute x, y, and z values in this formula. Okay, my children. So x 1 by square root of 1 whole square plus y 2 whole square plus what is z 3 whole square. Okay, my children, understood this x coordinate. Next y coordinate. Y 2 by square root of, we write the same, 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. Okay, my children, understood this y coordinate. Right. Now come to the z coordinate. 3 by we write the same 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. Okay, my children, understood this step? Right. That is equal to 1 by square root of 1 plus 2 square value is 4 plus 3 square value is 9. Okay, my children. Right. Similarly, 2 by we write the same square root of 1 plus 4 plus 9 comma 3 by square root of 1 plus 4 plus 9. Understood this step, my children? Right. That is equal to 1 by square root of 14. Okay, my children, understood this x coordinate. Now I come to the y coordinate. 2 by root 14 comma 3 by root 14. Okay, my children, this ordered triplet is said to be the direction cosines of the given vector. Okay, my children, understood? Right. Here in this exercise, 4 more questions are there. Please try yourself the 4 questions in the exercise, the remaining exercise for sums in the exercise. They are not a tricky sums. They are not difficult sums. Just directly apply the relevant formula and solve the questions. If you have any doubts in any question, ask your doubts and get your doubts clarified. Okay, my children. In the next class, I am going to start the next exercise, exercise 10.3 concepts. In the next class, I will explain exercise 10.3 concepts. Okay, my children. In the meantime, please complete this exercise. Okay, my children. Right.